They were cold out there yesterday.
There are new concerns about potential terrorists hiding among refugees looking to make it here to the U.S. after escaping the brutal civil war ongoing in Syria. House Homeland Security Chairman Mike McCall saying this about that.
I've been over there and I've seen them. Yeah, most of them are women and children, but there are male actors that concern me. I think this would be a huge mistake if we bring in these refugees into the United States that could potentially be radicalized. And then we got we're not only trying to keep these guys, the foreign fighters, out, but under this would be a federally sanctioned welcome party, if you will, to potential terrorists in the United States.
So that's how he laid it out. Gillian Turner's former national security staffer for the Presidents Bush and Obama and a Fox News contributor. Gillian, good morning to you and welcome back here to America's Newsroom. You say this is a big problem, hasn't gotten much attention. Why not?
It's a massive problem, and it has not gotten a lot of U.S. public attention. But at the same time, it's also now become so huge that we can no longer avoid it. The reality on the ground in Syria is that there's a pretty constant stream of foreign fighters entering the country seeking to join ISIS. At the same time, there's this massive outpouring of Syrians fleeing the country in order to escape the Assad regime and the ongoing civil war there. So the reality is that millions of Syrians have become refugees or are internally displaced, and it's really a perfect storm of nightmare conditions for us in terms of counterterrorism operations.
You were just in Turkey, right? 2 months ago in December. What did you see? What did you find?
I was. You know, Turkey's got this massive problem with over 1 million Syrian refugees inside its borders right now. When you travel to Turkey's major cities like Ankara and Istanbul, the streets are pretty much littered with homeless Syrian children. It's a horrendous sight.
When you consider the number of refugees, this is what the number we are given now for here in the United States. They put it at least 360. All right, now that may seem like a big number here at home, but I mean, if you look at Lebanon and Turkey and Jordan, I mean, they're upwards of the millions. What is your view on our obligation to help harbor these refugees who need safe haven?
I believe that the United States absolutely has an obligation to accept these people. Harboring refugees who are fleeing civil wars across the globe is literally part of our nation's psychological and moral fiber. But at the same time, the U.S. government has a very real obligation to protect the American people from imported terrorism. And the key here is going to really be our intelligence community.
And what is your level of confidence? I mean, having spent time under 2 different administrations, is it good or not?
I think that on the intelligence collection and intelligence analysis side, our intelligence community continues to do a fantastic job with the limited resources they have. Remember, a massively slashed budget this year, particularly CIA under the directorship of John Brennan and Nick Rasmussen at NCTC. These are some of our nation's best and brightest career non-political intelligence officials. So we're doing really well there, and people should feel heartened by that.
150 fighters from the U.S. apparently have gone to join the battle there. You've got 20,000 new fighters from 90 different countries. How's this going to end up, Gillian?
You know, it's important. The number you just cited is really important. I actually find that statistic encouraging. When you've got other countries, some of them, you know, Western and European allies with thousands of nationals traveling to Iraq and Syria to join ISIS, the fact that we're at 150 is actually good. It's a lot closer to 0, which is the number we want, and it's a lot, I think that 150 is a lot easier to manage and keep track of than thousands. So that part's good. We want to get it obviously down to 0, though.
If that's the case, then let's keep it there. Gillian, thank you. Gillian Turner out of Washington, D.C. with us today. Thanks.